Let's take it to the field. I come through like a freight train. You can see my face paint. Know that I'ma get mine by knowing that the rest came. Ready for 'em. Let's get it on. We ready for 'em. Let's get it on.
We are live at Studio B. This is your day-to-day BYU Sports play-by-play. I'm Spencer Linton alongside Jarom Jordan. Now, as promised, it's time for Jarom to go one-on-one with who I believe is the steady Eddie of the BYU offensive line.
Yeah, I'm going to lose this matchup if we're actually going one-on-one. But I did interview him yesterday. I talked to him about, the BYU offensive line. We're getting it going against Oklahoma, certainly the opportunity against Oklahoma State, and a little bit about Thanksgiving. All right, Connor, how have you internalized the Oklahoma game 2 days later?
A lot of positives to build on, but also just, mistakes that we have to limit, because we did a lot of things in that game to put ourselves in a position to win, and just too many mistakes ended up costing us in the end. So, have to focus on, limiting turnovers, obviously, but also building upon the positive things we did on offense, because that was, one of the better games of the year, probably the best game of the year, where our offense just flowed like I'm used to it flowing, having been here the last few years. And that was more what our offense is supposed to be than it has been the entire season. So that's something to build upon. And then just limiting the mistakes.
One of those things that went really well, there were many of them, was running the ball. 11 rushes of 10+, and BYU goes for 217. Aiden had 182 of those. What was different in this game to be able to be so effective?
I know, it's like magic, right? I haven't heard from you guys in 14 weeks, and then we run the ball good, and they're like, hey, we got to bring an old lineman back on.
Not true.
I'm just teasing. But no, I think honestly, not a lot changed. I think just every guy was doing their job. It takes 11 guys to execute the plays properly. If one guy doesn't do their job, sometimes it'll make a play look like it's a total bust, when in reality, 10 of the 11 did their job, or 9 of the 11 did their job. But it's just those couple that can mess up a whole play, and that's kind of been an issue this entire season. And in this game, you put on the tape, and it was just every guy doing what they were supposed to do, what they were expected to do. And when you string those plays together, then you get a little momentum. The defense starts realizing they have a problem, and they start making changes, and you counter, and it just keeps going well, and that you kind of get into the flow of the game a little better. And kind of that flow state as an offense is something we hadn't been able to get into in multiple weeks. And so I think it really just came down to each guy executing his job.
Connor Pay is on BYU Sports Nation. He's not bitter about not being interviewed the last 14 weeks at all. Talking to Aiden Robbins today, he said a lot of mid-zone was working. What was it specifically about mid-zone that was so effective?
Well, I think the downhill nature of the play, especially when you have a bigger running back like Aiden, where he can get downhill quick. He's got 1, maybe 2 reads to make. He can make a cut and get down the field. And, I think for us, at least this season as an offensive line, we've blocked mid-zone better than we have wide zone and some other plays. And so, we just got in sync with Aiden a little bit in the game, and he was reading our combos, and he was setting up some of our combos and making great cuts. And so, I think just that mid zone allowed him to get downhill, which is what he likes to do, allows us to be a little thicker on our combos, which we like to do. And that kind of just, when we get in sync with the back, especially when you have the threat of the QB pull or the RPO, that's a lot for a defense to deal with. So.
Talk to me more about that with the RPO with Jake Retzloff. What are the sort of things that sort of change when, as an offensive lineman, you're dealing with a Jake Retzloff who at any moment could run, pass, keep, give, throw?
Yeah. So ironically for us, nothing changes. From an offensive line perspective, the run play is called, and that's what we run. And then the quarterback just has a couple options on what he can do with the ball. And so from an offensive line perspective, it's no different than any other run. We're running the run play regardless of whether he throws it or not, because we have no idea if he's going to hand it off or if he's going to pull it and run it himself or if he's going to throw it. And so we have to block the play like the running back's getting the ball every time. And then, if the defense gives him a look where he can pull it and run, he'll do that. If they give him a look where he can throw it, he'll do that.
What's that internal clock like of knowing, hey, so if he decides to pass on this, I can't get downfield at a certain point, right, and block, like the nuances of, okay, this has got to kind of happen in a certain amount of time?
So for us, we just block the run play. We can go downfield because the RPOs are designed to where the ball should be out fast enough to where it doesn't matter where we're at. And so usually I'll know pretty quick what's happened, because if they throw it, the D lineman will just turn and run the other way.
That's the sign for you.
You kind of know, like, oh, okay, the ball's over there. And if not, they'll stay engaged with you. And that the ball is probably right behind you. So.
Okay, Oklahoma State this week. And for a couple of weeks, we've said the same thing, but it still holds true, which is you can get to a bowl game with one more win. Oklahoma State has shown to be vulnerable at times, yet sometimes they look like the best team in this league. How you feeling about the opportunity Saturday?
It's a great opportunity. I mean, it's a chance to extend our season. It's our last chance, to extend our season. And, it's they're a good team. They're a dynamic team, and they're very multiple on defense. And they do a lot of really good things. And, it's going to be an intense game. We're fighting for a chance to play in a bowl game. They're fighting for a chance to be in the running for a spot in the title game if a few other things happen for them. And so they're going to be fired up to play. We're going to be fired up to play. And I think if we can build upon what we did in the Oklahoma game as an offense and limit the mistakes, limit the turnovers, then we can put ourselves in a good position to win.
How hard can you go on Thanksgiving and still be good to go on Saturday for the game?
Pretty hard, just because it's on a Thursday. I have a couple days to recover. I'm not going to be stupid, I'm not gonna overeat and feel like crap and have a bad day on Friday and not put myself. I'm probably just going to eat normal, to be honest with you.
What does normal look like for you on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if I want to explain, because then it might be not normal. But, no, I think I'll just eat normal portion sizes for me, and maybe have a little extra dessert, some pie or something, and then but I can't make myself sick 2 days before the game. So
for sure, yeah, you can just tell me offline. What's like the go-to Thanksgiving favorite food for you?
I think, man, I really like the desserts. There's a couple different pies that my family always makes. Because I'll be honest, I think turkey's like just okay. It's not my favorite meat in the world. It's pretty dry, but
get some gravy on it.
Yeah, you can spice it up, but I would say that the desserts are probably my favorite part.
Well, Connor, we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming back on the program. I know we had
no problem. Thanks for having me
to get you, but no, good luck against Oklahoma State, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.